Oh yeah, Katt did something which is total comic, in my opinion, total comedic talk. Like, it's totally what it's like when you talk with comics. Like, you know, when you're talking with comics, man, it's always a contrarian, which is fun and engaging. It's just the nature of comedians. But we're very contrarian. And I guess that really comes down to most people with hey, yo, comedians have egos. I'm trying to die from my ego. I don't want it no more. I don't give a fuck about having an ego. I'm trying to have an ego death. I'm working on myself. But most people with egos, they tend to be contrarians. And that's what comics are. They're contrarians. It's nice weather we're having. No, it's shit weather. I say we go this way. No, we go that way. It's always the opposite, right? So Katt did something that was very interesting. He played the contrarian part. Everything that Joe said, Katt basically was the contrarian. He was the counter. He either tagged it with a one-up, you know, he either tagged it with a one-up or he was a contrarian. But the interesting thing was, this was the first time I seen a contrarian conversation from a comedian or experienced a contrarian situation, like just observing it, their conversation. It was the first time I seen someone be a contrarian, but with such insight. Like, Katt wasn't just disagreeing to disagree. That's usually what a contrarian does. They just disagree to be in control. The whole thing about being a contrarian is they're generally control freaks. They want to control the narrative. They want to, I'm going to say, no, I say what things are. If you say it's that way, then no, I say it's that way. No, I have my opinion. I have my way of saying things. Katt was contrarian, but so insightful. Like, for example, with the pigs.
I mean, think about what we've done to wildlife. The craziest thing in this country, especially right here, is pigs. Bro, wild pigs are everywhere, and there's so many of them. I went to a friend of mine's farm, it's like a ranch, to hunt wild pigs, yeah. And you just hear them like Lord of the Rings characters in the bushes. And there's 150 of them near you, 250 of them, thousands on the ranch. They're all over the place, and they have 3 litters a year. And they start having litters when they're 6 months old. They just pump out piglets. Let's go.
You can tell they're not delicious.
They are delicious.
Oh, well, then here we go then. We don't really have a problem then, right. Do we?
No, we have a we need to eat pigs problem.
No, we need to be sending this off somewhere to someone who does.
Well, definitely we should. That would be an easy way to solve a lot of hunger problems.
I'm saying we live in a country where we're complaining about food sources.
It's a good point.
These chickens are pecking us to death. They're everywhere. I can't even sleep. Yeah, but they're delicious, right?
Yeah. You have more chickens. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we do have an overabundance problem, for sure. We really do. But the pig thing is a wild one. It's hard to get them. Like, they're very smart, and they spread out, and there's so fucking many of them, they shoot them with helicopters. They fly over them. Right. I've been invited 3 times since I moved here to go shoot pigs out of a helicopter.
But that's part of the reason that you came to Texas.
The freedom, for sure.
Texas is a place of great adventure.
Yeah.
You know, Katt was a contrarian about the pigs. That was a very interesting point. He wasn't just saying, oh, the hell with what you're saying about pigs, and pigs are such a problem, and oh my God, the pig population is percolating, and there's so many pigs popping out in the population. Like, he wasn't just, spouting off about pigs to be a contrarian. He was making a very valid point. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, so there is a abundance of pigs, but it's strange how we could look at that as a problem in a country like America. Americans looking at an overabundance of a food source as a problem. Such a skewed way of looking at things. Katt was playing the contrarian, but he was making such a valid point, and he did that throughout. did that throughout the podcast. They were talking about all sorts of things. God, civilization, society, really groovy stuff.